even number. So probability of even number means 5 times probability of even number is twice of 4 times probability of even number. Now how to get such probability of even number? So what is this actually? Meaning of this is what? Means suppose in this question is related to binomial because the number of trials are less, so this question is belongs to binomial. So what this question, I have written only the meaning of that line, the formula of that line, what that line is saying, but we don't want to write like this while we are solving. Okay, what we have to do, suppose x denote number of, a denotes probability. Okay, so x denote number of even numbers. Okay, so what we like here would be 5 times even number is double of 4 times even number, or by the better way to represent this is this one also. See, I can write like this also, so that will be some easy for you to understand. 5 times even number is equal to double of 4 times of even number. Okay, now what is the meaning of this? Now I will write in some different way, that will be some easy to understand. So what is the meaning of this? Suppose when x denote number of even numbers means x denote even numbers, at that time how we will write this? What we want for x equal to 5 times even number. बाइनोमियली ऐसे सॉल्व करते हैं ना, 5 बार चाहिए तो इक्वल टू 5 लेके फॉर्मूले में पुट अप करेंगे. Is equal to 2 times probability of x equal to 4. The meaning of this line is this. Now it is easy for you to understand. Now n is 10, so I will take 10 c 5. P, we don't know what is p, so p will be p. P raised to 5, q raised to 5 equal to 2. 10 c 4, p to the power 4, q to the power 6. Now 10 c 5 is 10 factorial upon 5 factorial 5 factorial. See, this p raised to 5 get cancelled and only one p will remain. Here p raised to 4 get cancelled. Here q raised to 5 get cancelled. Here also q raised to 6 get cancelled. Only q will remain, one q. Now, this is equal to 2. 10 factorial upon 4 factorial 6 factorial. This 10 factorial, this 10 factorial get cancelled. Here one p is here and here one q. After that 6 factorial, 5 factorial get cancelled with this 6 factorial, only 6 will remain because 6 factorial can be written as 6 into 5 factorial. So here only 6 will remain. Again this 5 factorial can be written as 5 into 4 factorial. So this 4 factorial also get cancelled. So what is remaining here? Q by 5, P by 5 is equal to here 2 times of Q by 6 or 1 by 3 Q. Now what is the value of P cross multiplication? 5 by 3 Q. P is what? 5 by 3 times of Q. Now I can write Q. I know that the Q is equal to 1 minus P. Therefore here P, which is equal to 5 by 3 into Q, and Q is 1 minus P, multiply inside the bracket. 5 by 3 minus 5 by 3 P is P. After that minus 5 by 3 of P will come here, it will become plus 5 by 3 of P equal to 5 by 3. Add 3 times of P plus 5 times of P will become 8 times of P upon 3 is equal to 5 by 3. This 3 and this 3 get cancelled. So what is the value of P? P is 5 by 8. So what it implies? Q is 3 by 8. Now we have P and Q, and the next line of this question is what? What is the next line is what? What is the probability that an even number will appear twice when the die is rolled 8 times? Okay, if the die is rolled 8 times, then what is the probability that even number will appear 2 times? Means now for same question, by using same P and Q, now n is changed, now n is 8. So for the value 8, where P we got 5 by 8, Q 3 by P and Q will remain same, just they are changing the number of trials. So what we need to find 2 times even number, probability of x equal to 2. So that is equal to 8C to P, that is 5 by 8 power 2, Q that is 3 by 8 power 6. Next line. See, this calculations are somewhat lengthy and you have to do that very carefully, otherwise your whole answer will become wrong. And all these questions are somewhat lengthy, so you have to do very carefully. 8 factorial upon 2 factorial and 6 factorial is this. 5 by 8 square can be written as 25 by 64. 3 by 8 power 6. So by using calculus we calculate this. 3 by 8. First we find 3 divided by 8, and this value is 3 divided by 8. This value is 0.375 and power is 6. So its power 6th power will be, it's okay here. It's this value will be equal to 0.00278. Okay. Now 6 factorial we cancel with 8 factorial. So 8 into 7 will remain, and here it is 2 and here it is 25 by 64. Again 4 times. Now what is remaining? 4 into 7, 28 into 25 into 0.00278 divided by 64. Take product. 28 into 25 into 0.00278. This product is 1.946 divided by 64. This value divided by 64 is 0.03040, like this. So answer of this question number 6 is option A is correct. For this question, option A is correct. Question number 6. Now what is question number 7? Question number 7 is what? If a binomial distribution is fitted to the following data. What is the data? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Frequency is given 16, 25, 32, 17, 10. What is the expected frequencies for x equal to 2, 3, 4? What we have to find expected frequencies. In fitting of any distribution and frequency is asked, then expected frequency. See, expected frequency is not expectation of x, it is expectation of frequency. So expectation of frequency is what? N into probability. Okay. So what we need to find? We need to find the probability for x equal to 2, for x equal to 3, for x equal to. This is not that much simple. So to find the probability for this, we should know what is, this question is binomial question. Okay, binomial it is given in the question. So in binomial we need n and p. So how we will find n and p? See, we know that mean of binomial distribution is n into p, and here data is given. By using data also we can find mean. So by using data, what is x bar? Summation of xi fi upon summation of fi. This is also one formula. Okay, because data is given, so without using this formula we can find mean by using this formula also. So here I will do that. So 25 into 1 will be 25. Directly I am doing. 16 into 0 will be 16. 32 into 2, 64. 17 into 3, 51 plus 40 divided by the sum is 100, right? And this sum is 25 plus 64 plus 25 plus 64 plus 51 plus 40 is 180. So x bar is 180 divided by 100, so it is 1.8. So the value of n into p is 1.8. Now what is n? See, capital N is summation of fi is 100, but small n is not 100. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Small n you will get by counting the number of observation of x. See, number of observation means it is clear that summation of fi. But here in the one concept we are using two n, small n and capital N. So here this n is different and this n is different. So you cannot take summation of fi means capital N here. This n will be the like this. You will when you count you will get the observations number and that value will be n. So that n is 5. So put here 5 into p is 1.8. What is p? 1.8 divided by 5. If I remove 18 by 50 in 18 by 50 will be what? 0.36. So what is q then? Q is 0.64. Now we have p, we have q. So we can solve for x equal to 2, 3, 4. How? Now see what we have to do. All questions are very much lengthy. So again and again I am saying this much lengthy questions they will not ask in the exam for 1 mark. Just too much lengthy. That's why I am saying to you that if you will solve all such questions, then it will be very beneficial for you, that you will get practiced that how to solve such type of question, and all theory part will get clear. That's why I am taking. Otherwise this much lengthy questions are not asked. मेक क्लियर, आपको ए और बी सेट एकदम क्लियरली अंडरस्टैंड होना चाहिए. वहाँ पे कोई डिफिकल्टी नहीं, कोई डाउट नहीं रहना चाहिए. इट मीन्स आपको पूरा कंसेप्ट समझ गया. ये आप कंसेप्ट समझने के लिए एंड मोर प्रैक्टिस के लिए आप ये पार्ट कर सकते हो. लेकिन फिर भी ऐसे क्वेश्चंस तो नहीं आने वाले, ये आप क्लियर रखिए आपके माइंड में. इस कंसेप्ट से रिलेटेड क्वेश्चन आएंगे बट इतने बड़े क्वेश्चन नहीं आएंगे. सो फर्स्ट वी फाइंड प्रोबेबिलिटी फॉर x इक्वल टू 2. सो binomially n is 5, so 5c2. p आया 0.36 पावर 2, q आया 0.64 पावर आ जाएगा 3. देन हमको करना है प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ x इक्वल टू 3. 5c3 0.36 पावर 3 0.64 पावर 2. देन हमको करना है प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ x इक्वल टू 4. 5c4 0.36 पावर 4 0.64 पावर 1. इसको सॉल्व करेंगे. 5c2 विल बी 10. 5c3 भी आ जाएगा 10. 0.36 पावर 2 सब हमको कैंसी है तो उसकी हेल्प से जल्दी जल्दी सॉल्व करना है. 0.1296 इंटू 0.64 पावर 3 0.64 पावर 3 0.2621. नाउ 0.2621 into 0.1296 into 10 is 0.3396, or you can take 0.3397. Next one 0.36 cube 0.4665. 0.64 power 2 0.4096 into 0.04665 into 10 0.1910. Next one 5c4 will be 5 into 0.36 power 4 0.01679. Then 0.64. Product will be what? 5 into 0.01679 into 0.64. 0.0537. Now what we have to do? We have to multiply this value by 100, this value by 100 and this value by 100. Then we'll get the expected frequency. So this value will be 33.97, this value will be 19.1 and this value will be 5.37. So approximate will be 34. Here 19.1 approximate will be 19 and 5.37 approximate will be this. So total frequency is asked. So पहली x equal to 2 के लिए 34 आ गई, दूसरी आ गई 19, उसके बाद आया 5.37 means 5. So what will be sum? 9 plus 4 13 plus 5 9 plus 4 13 plus 5 18, 8 carry 1 58. So expected frequencies will be 58. So option A will be correct for this answer. Here D is given, so that will be wrong. So right answer will be what? 58 for question number 7. Similarly, we go for question number 8. Eighth question. Eighth question is what? If x follows normal distribution with mean mu equal to 50, mu equal to 50 and sigma equal to 10, what is the value of probability of x is less than equal to 60 given x is greater than 50? See, this question only looks like very difficult question, but very easy question are these which are related to such normal distribution. You have to remember some limit value that I am writing here, and that is given in our book also. So I will write here which limit value I am saying to you. So in normal, minus 1 to 1. Minus 1 to 1 is same as mu minus sigma to mu plus sigma. The area of curve from minus 1 to 1 is 0.6828. You have to remember, आपको ये याद कर लेना है. Minus 2 to 2 area is 0.9546. Minus 3 to 3 area is 0.9973. means how much percent area it covers. Convert it into percent. 68.28%. This is 95.46% and this is 99.73%. So this much you have to remember, and some more are there which you have to remember that I will explain you. So if you remember all these values, then it will become very easy for you to solve all these questions. Now this x means it is the normal distribution, right? It is given in the question, it is normal distribution. So any question which is normal, we are not able to solve that question in the normal. So whenever a question is given normal, we have to convert the normal into standard normal. I have explained you in the theory part that if x follows normal with mu comma sigma, at that time when we convert x into z, which is standard normal, at that time z will follow standard normal with mu is always 0 and its standard deviation is always 1. Now what happened? How we can convert the normal into standard normal, that is important. So to convert normal into standard normal, we have to introduce this z, and this z is what? X minus mu by sigma. This thing we have to do in this question. So what we do, we convert x into z. How? We subtract mean from this x and then we divide by standard deviation, that is sigma. So see what I am doing here. So it will become x minus mu by sigma. I am writing this step also, but when you get familiar, it is not important for you to write this side, only you have to write this side. 60 minus mean is 50 divided by what? 10 given x minus mu by sigma greater than 50 minus mu, which is 50 upon sigma is 10. Okay, what I did, just I have subtracted mu and sigma, and here the value of mu and sigma we have written, because with value we will write value. X minus mu by sigma is what? It is z is less than equal to 60 minus 50 by 10, 10 by 10, 1. Given that it is z greater than 50 minus 50, 50 minus 50, 0 by 10, 0. So this is our question. A given B like question. So what is the meaning of this question? We know that conditional probability is this. So how we will write? We have to take area less than equal to 1, intersection area greater than 0. Intersection of these two divided by probability of z greater than 0. Right? This is the formula. This much you know. Now see next. See, this is the normal, or we can say standard normal. Both the curves are just same, only values are different. In normal curve, value will write mu, and in standard mu will be 0. Now, what I have written, minus 1 to 1, it takes area 0.6, and it is meaning is this. Here it is some minus 1 and here it is plus 1. Okay. So area from here to here is 0.6828, whatever I have written. Then here it is minus 2 and here it is plus 2. Then from here to here, this much area is 0.9546. Next is minus 3 to plus 3. So area from minus 3 to plus 3 is this. 0.9973 and in percentage 99.73%. तो ये हमने आपको लिख के दिया, ठीक है। अब यहाँ पे क्या जरूरत है, नाउ दिस इज सेइंग दैट z is less than equal to 1 and this is saying that z is greater than 0. So which value it will take? It will take value from 0 to 1, greater than 0 and up to 1, 0 to 1. So it will take value, z will take value from 0 to 1, greater than 0. So z is greater than 0 and z is less than equal to 1. So z is less than equal to 1. Common area will be this 0 to 1. Divided by this will be same probability of z greater than 0. Now okay, so 0 to 1 how much area it takes? For that we should know these limits. We know that from -1 to 1 its limit is 0.6828. From -1 to 1 means from here to here its limit is 0.6828. So how much area it takes from 0 to 1? So see, from 0 means when we are talking about the standard normal, 0 will be at the center and it is this 0 is dividing the whole data into two equal parts. When you consider from -1 to +1, at that time the area from -1 to 0 is same just like 0 to +1. So if you know the area from -1 to +1 and if it is asked the area from 0 to 1, then just divide this by 2. Getting what I am saying? Divide this whole area by 2, you will get half area because half is asked 0 to 1. So what will be the division? That's why you have to remember these things. So you can divide and whatever in any way you can use that. So that area will be 0.3414. Okay, so this is the probability and denominator is saying z is greater than 0. What is the probability of greater than 0? I mean, greater than 0 means it can go up to ending from up to plus infinity. So the area from 0 to up is 0.5. Remember, from 0 to plus infinity 0.5 and from minus infinity to 0 is also 0.5. That's why whole area will become +1. So this value is 0.5. Now take the division. So 0.3414 divided by 0.5 will be 0.6828. So which option is right? So for this question, B option will be right. This is question number 8. Okay. Now next question 9 to 14 are easy based on binomial and Poisson. So you can solve these questions. So now I will explain some questions which are based on the normal distribution because we have solved very less question related to normal. So first I will solve 15th question. So it is given that in a sample of 800 means there is 800 suppose students are there. Our frequency, total frequency is given to us 400 total frequency. The mean weight and standard deviation of weight are found to be 50 kg and 20 kg. Mean means for normal mean is mu and standard deviation is sigma, it is 20. On the assumption of normality, so by this line we can understand this question is based on normal distribution. Then mean and sigma are also given, then also you can understand that this is based on the normal distribution. So what is the number of student weighing between 46 kg to 62? So what you have to find the number of student weighing between 62 to 46. So to find the number means to find any frequency. This question is related to the expected frequency. To find any frequency, you first know n and then multiply the probability of this 62 to 46 students probability to total this n. You will get expected frequency. Whenever number is asked means question is based on the expected frequency. At that time you need to find the probability, then multiply the probability to the total frequency, you will get expected. Now which probability I want? Probability for 62 to 46 means probability of 62 is less than x is less than 46 because weight is weighing between 62 to 46. Now this is normal. We convert this into standard normal. How? Like this, 62 minus mean 50 divided by sigma 20 is less than x minus mu by sigma is less than 46 minus 50 upon 20, that is equal to here 62 minus 62 minus 50 will be what? 12 by, wait, line is written in the reverse order. It is told that from 46 to 62, like this. So first number is 46, then 62, because bigger number is coming in the lower part. So that's why I understood that there is some mistake. 62. Smaller number first, then bigger number. 46, 62. So what will be the difference? 46 minus 50 minus 4 divided by 20 minus 4 by 20 is less than z. This is z. 62 minus 50, 12 by 20 is equal to minus 4 by 20 will be minus 0.1 by 5 is minus 0.2 is less than z is less than 12 by 20 is 0.6. So what we have to find? We have to find probability from minus 0.2 to 0.6. All normal questions are solved by using this graph. We have to find the probability of minus 0.2. See, suppose, just imagine that minus 1 is here and plus 1 is here. And what we have to find? From minus 0.2, this is minus 0.2 and this is some 0.6. So our answer is expecting this much area. Now how to find? Something is given in the book. See, in the question it is given that the area between 0 to 0.2. See, 0 to 0.2 probability is given to you in book. It is 0.0793. Then again 0 to 0.6 is given to you, that is equal to 0.2257. These two probabilities are given. How we will solve by using this probability? See, the normal distribution is just like a mirror image. Probability is 0 to 0.2 is given. 0.2 will be where? Here will be some 0.2. So this much probability is given. See very carefully. This much probability is given. This strip, I am making it dark. This strip is given to you. This strip is 0 to 0.2. So this area 0 to 0.2, whatever the area is 0 to 0.2, it will be same just like 0 to minus 0.2. So this probability is 0.0793. So I can write for this that I have minus 0.2 to 0 and this is equal to 0.0793 because normal distribution is from center, it is mirror image. जैसा यहाँ से यहाँ तक है वैसा ही यहाँ से यहाँ तक है. So whatever given for upward, it is same for the below area also. So this I got minus 0.2 से 0.6 तक जाना था, मुझे 0.2 से 0 तक आ गए. अब 0 से 0.6 given है ये वाला, so हमको पूरा मिल गया. 0.2 से 0 मिल गया और 0 से 0.6 given है. Just take this sum. It will be 7 plus 3 10 0 carry 1 10 plus 5 15 5 carry 1 10 0 carry 1 3. 0.3050. Probability of weight lying between this is 0.3050. So how many students are expected to lie? So multiply this probability for frequency. We will multiply 0.3050 by this total frequency 800. So formula I have written here n into p of x, that I am doing here. So what will be the answer? 800 into 0.03050. 244. So which option will be correct? Option number, for question number 15, B will be the correct answer. Similarly, I will solve 16th question. I will solve some question of normal distribution. So you will understand how to solve the remaining question. 16th question. The salary of workers of a factory is known to follow normal distribution with an average, means mu 10,000, and standard deviation means sigma 2,000. If 50 workers receive salary more than 14,000, 50 workers receive salary more than 14,000, then how many workers are there in the factory, means we have to find total number of frequency n. So उनको पता है कि 50 वर्कर्स की जो सैलरी है वो 14,000 से ज़्यादा है. कैसे पता चला? दे मल्टीप्लाइड प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ वर्कर्स having salary more than 14,000 to n, so they उनको मिला 50. So to get this n, we have to find the probability of workers having salary more than 14,000, means we have to find probability of x greater than 14,000, and when we multiply this probability by n, we will get 50. This is the expected frequency. This 50 is expected frequency, जैसे last question में किया. X is greater than 14,000, so I am now see shortcut. We'll write directly ये z हो गया. Greater than 14,000 में से mean minus कर दो 10,000, 4,000 आएगा. 4,000 divided by 2,000. 14,000 minus 10,000 by 2,000 into n is 50. So next step, probability of z greater than, this will be 4 by 2,002 into n will be 50. Probability of z greater than 2. See this graph. Here it is 0. We know that from minus 2 to 2, area is 0.9546. We want only from 0 to 2. So what will we do? We will divide 0.9546 by 2. So we will get from 0 to 2. So 0.9546 divided by 2 is 0.4773 into n is 50. So what is n? N is 50 divided by 0.4773. That is with one thing is remaining. So z is greater than 2, and this area is from 0 to 2. We want this much probability greater than 2. Now one more thing we have to do. We know that from the above part from 0 to plus infinity is 0.5. Out of that 0 to 2 is what? 0.4773. See here, z greater than 2, z greater than 2. So for probability of z greater than 2, the probability, you can take its complement to make easy. What I am saying, to understand that you have to take its complement, then it will become some easy. Its complement will be what? 1 minus probability of z is less than equal to 2 into n is 50c. Why I have written this? 1 minus probability of z is less than equal to 2 is what? See, from 2 to here, this much area you have to take. So see, from here to here area is 0.5. From 0 to 2 area is 0.4773. So what is this sum? 0.5 plus 0.4773 will be what? 0.9773, and subtract this from 1. 1 minus 0.9773. It will be 0.0227 into n will be 50. So n will be 50 divided by 0.0227. That is 2202.6. That is equal to 220. You can approximately this. So which option is correct? So no option is matching. You can take C option. Approximately it is equal to C answer. Okay. Question number 17. Last question. Then you have to solve the remaining. All the questions are same. Just I have solved 3 different types. 15, 16, 17. All these 3 are based on some different techniques. Okay. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Then I will solve that question. Whenever you have any doubt. So 17th question is what? For a normal distribution with mean 500 means mu 500 sigma 120. What is the value of k so that the interval this interval 500 to k, percentage is 40.32. I will explain its meaning. Then it is given that phi of 1.30 is 0.9032. See, all these questions are very much easy, only based on some trick. So this interval is taking area 40%, means probability is 0.4032. How to write this interval? Probability of 500 less than and equal to, you can write equal to also, because continuous, less than and less than equal to both have the same meaning. Okay, is equal to 0.4032. They are asking us what is k. Okay, to solve such question, what we are doing, we are converting x into standard normal. Similarly, convert into standard normal. 500 minus mean 500 divided by standard deviation 120. Don't write this, directly write down z, less than equal to k minus 500 upon 120 will be 0.4032. So what area is taking? It is taking 500 minus 500, 0, less than and equal to z, less than and equal to k minus 500 by 120. We are not able to solve this because k is there, unknown term is there. Now just left this term as it is, जितना हम solve कर पाए. Next thing is phi of 1.30. Think about that. Phi of 1.30 is same as your distribution function f of 1.30. If you want to write it in the form of probability, then it will become probability of capital X less than or equal to 1.30. So in graph, what is the meaning of this? This is 0. 1.30 is suppose here. So this probability is from minus infinity to 1.30, and this probability is 0.9032. Means from where to where it starts? It is starting from minus infinity, taking value up to 1.30, and its probability is 0.9032. Now we know that the area from minus infinity to 0 is 0.5. See what I am doing. The area from minus infinity to 0 is 0.5. See, these two answers 0.4032, and these are somewhat similar, only 0.5's difference is there, right? So why is it is like that? Because the area from minus infinity to 0 is 0.5, and this is given that from minus infinity to 1.3 is 0.9. So what it means, if I subtract minus this much area, from this much area, if I subtract this much area, I will get this area. Getting my point? If I will subtract 0.9032 from this value, if I subtract 0.5, I will get what? 0.9032 minus 0.5 is C, 0.4032, that this probability is coming here. Means whose probability is this? This probability is for 0 to, this probability is for 0 to x or z, z to 1.30 is 0.4032. Getting? For 0 to 1.30 area is 0.4032. हमको समझ में नहीं आ रहा था कि क्या है, कहाँ तक जा रहा है कि प्रोबेबिलिटी इतनी आ रही है, तो ये आंसर से हमको समझ में आ रही है कहाँ तक जा रहा है, 1.30 तक जा रहा है. इट मीन्स from k minus 501 divided by 120 is 1.30 from this term, from equation 1 and from equation 2. Okay, if we compare equation 1 and equation 2, we will get that k minus 500 divided by 120 is nothing but 0.4032, right? Cross multiply. What is the value of k then? 0.4032 into 120 minus 500 is shifted here, it will become plus 500. Now do this. 0.4032 into 120, 0.4032 into 120 plus 500. 0 to k minus 500 upon 120. So what I did, 120 into this, 120 into this, plus 500. Minus 500 is shifted there. This is okay. Some what mistake we did? We don't need to take. See, from these two equation, this part is equal to 1.30. So what we have to take? K minus 500 upon 120 equal to 1.30. So K will be 120 into 1.30 plus 500. Now cross multiplication. Now this sum will be 156 plus 500, it will be 656. So this is the value of K what they was asking. So for 17th question, answer is 656. So option C is correct. So likewise you can solve the remaining questions. So here I will stop this chapter and I will declare that this is, here I am finishing this chapter, probability distribution, and in the next video we will start next chapter. Okay.